Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Laugh and Learn. I know we're a little late.
It's my fault, y'all.
No, actually, it's not Lauren's fault. It's my fault.
Life is kicking our asses today. Yeah.
I looked over to the left.
Better?
Yeah. So
Better?
let me tell y'all something. I'm a little out of the loop today, and I'm going to be very honest and transparent because they had an altercation at my daughter's school today. They had to put everybody on lockdown. So I was frazzled. I'm the reason we're late because I'm just running back because my daughter was hiding in the closet at the school. I don't know what is going on with these damn high school kids and all this bullying and all this foolishness. But they thought they had a gun up at the school. Now they said that it was firecrackers. But my daughter said it wasn't firecrackers. And they had the helicopters and the police. And oh my God, my baby was trained by her daddy though. I said, get your ass to a closet and be very quiet. Text me, don't even call because I don't want them to hear you. Because let me tell you something. Sometimes these shooters be angry because you're black. And I reminded her, you are black all day. So hide your ass in the closet. She did just what I told her and was very quiet. So that's why we're late, y'all. I'm sorry. It was, So Lauren gonna take the lead because I'm a little traumatized. That's what you should use traumatic for. That was traumatizing.
Well, I'm just saying that we can say publicly that Zeddy's okay though.
Yeah, Zeddy is
she's
okay.
Home,
she's home. She's safe.
Yes.
She did what I told her to do. When there's something, you go somewhere and you get quiet and you hide and you text me. Don't call because they'll hear you talking.
Yeah.
Baby, because you don't never know. And I'm telling you, that is terrible because you send your kids to school to learn and to make friends or whatever. And it's the world we live in.
Well, I told you too, and I've said it before on the podcast, that I had a similar situation when I was in high school. There was a kid that was bullied really badly, and he was like, I'm bringing a bomb to school. And it was a bomb threat. And our school had to shut down for 3 days, but he was supposed to be bringing a bomb and a gun to shoot up all the people that bullied him.
Did you ever bully him, Lauren?
I didn't. My name, he had a list. My name wasn't on the list.
Ooh,
I was nice to him. So, but yeah, it's scary. You know what I mean? And I know, and I, my mom's not here anymore, but she used to say all the time, like, she wouldn't send me to school in the climate that we're in right now because it's just so scary. You know what I mean? She was like, I would homeschool your ass because there's a lot of crazy kids.
Lots of, and not so much that the kids are crazy, but the environments that they live in might be crazy, and the situations that they deal with every day. Because we don't know what's happening to them in their homes, but
and there's so much anger when they act
out,
in the world.
they're acting out from what is possibly happening in their home. So yeah, that's why we're late, y'all. So please forgive us. I had to go to school and check on my baby because I was going. Me and the shooter would have had
hand jewelry was about to roll up.
It was in my purse. I would have shot that baby. Ooh, me and that shooter would have had an okay at the corral, baby. Shoot out the okay corral, fucking with mine, shit. So we're sorry again, ladies and gentlemen. Let us restart. Welcome to Laugh and Learn. We're so glad that you came to join us today. We've had a long week, but today was just a morning, and then Lauren had stuff going on this morning. So, but we are here just for our flamettes and for you. So thank you guys for joining us.
We are here bareface, no case. Yes.
I'm definitely wash face, no base today. I got on some lipstick and some powder that's been on everything but my face.
I said that Kendall put a filter on this episode, okay? Because child, was rough. Anyway, but did you sell Grammys? We got to talk about the Grammys.
Yes, I did. I watched, and I didn't want to watch because after last week's episode, I was kind of over the award shows.
Yeah.
But I went back and forth because I did catch Trevor Noah, who I definitely am crazy about.
He did a great job.
I wanted to see his opening monologue, which was good. That jacket and that shape, Trevor. But his monologue was great.
She be coming for people and they wait. We talked about this on the phone. I was like, you gotta leave them people alone. Sometimes you get a little pudgy in the winter, and
that's
then
when you have the jacket
out.
taken up on the side, so you have a shape. Because Trevor looked like a box.
Damn.
But he was so good hosting. And let me tell you who impressed me. Her name was Brittany. Ooh, what's her name, y'all? The country music singer. She sang with the rhinestone jacket on. She played piano and guitar.
I'm not gonna lie, I fast forwarded through that.
She was very good though, Lauren.
Okay.
I actually enjoyed what's her name last night? Billie Eilish.
She did a fantastic
She was
tribute.
great with her brother because usually her music made me want to lay in the coffin and just cut my wrist. For real. Brandy was her name. She was fantastic.
Oh, you're talking about Brandy Carlisle.
Oh, she was so good.
Okay,
Lauren.
so Brandy Carlisle is a legend. So I didn't know that's what you were referring to. So I apologize publicly. I didn't know you were talking about Brandy Carlisle.
Oh my gosh, she was, and I love the song "Out of Time" or "Nick of Time" or something. It was really, because I paid attention. I was with the Lord, and I fucking loved Lil Nas X's performance. He was
Yeah, it
so
was great.
good.
It was great. I do have to say, I agree with you. I loved Billie Eilish's performance. She did a beautiful tribute to Taylor Hawkins. You know,
She did,
he
yeah.
was the drummer in
She wore his
Foo
t-shirt,
Fighters
yeah.
that just recently passed. So it was a beautiful tribute to him. And then Little Nas X, yes, gave a little spice. I liked
didn't
it.
get naked and danced.
Didn't get naked. Didn't kiss nobody in the mouth.
And was
Yes.
all uniform, looking very, very Janet Jackson, the male version of Rhythm Nation. They was
yes,
all uniform.
yes.
It looked great.
Yes.
Great job, Lil Nas X.
Mm-hmm.
Who else did I enjoy? Of course, I enjoyed Bruno Mars and
Anderson
Silk
Paak.
What was his name?
The group is called Silk Sonic, but it's Bruno
okay.
Mars and Anderson Paak.
Look, okay. They won for Record of the Year. I enjoyed Megan Thee Stallion and the other blonde lady. They had
Dua
the Versace.
Lipa.
Yeah, they had the Versace outfits on. I
Presenting,
enjoyed that.
yeah.
Megan and Jasmine Sullivan, thank God.
I'm
Finally
gonna just
got her
say
Grammy.
yes. Can we? Huge shout out to Jasmine Sullivan.
Yes, she should have been
sis is
one.
getting her flowers. She's finally gotten 2 Grammys. Like, I'm so elated for her. So happy for her. That voice needed a Grammy years ago.
Yeah.
But she talked about, you know, her trials and tribulations and what this album Hotels meant to her. So.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Jasmine. We are so happy for you.
And to the awards and all these award shows and everybody else, y'all wouldn't have issues on the award shows if y'all would give it to them when they deserve to win. See, if Will would have got it when he should have won for Muhammad Ali or 7 Pounds or The Pursuit of Happiness, the slap never would have happened.
You think he wouldn't have been slapping people?
No, he would have been slapping people because he would have got it the night he should have won. Y'all, mind you, he was good in King Richard, but this was not his Oscar-winning role to me. My opinion.
Really?
No. He was really good in King Richard too. But he could have won for Ali for me. He could have won for The Pursuit of Happiness because the way he was as a dad, he could have won for that one. See, if y'all would have given it to him on the year that he deserved to win, none of this would have happened.
But we're not gonna talk about it no more.
No, we're not.
But
because I'm still Team Will. Shit.
Yeah, but I will say I'm happy with the folks that won. You know, SZA and Doja Cat got a Grammy, and Doja Cat
wait a
was
minute.
so
What
humble.
was the backlash with Doja Cat? Because I saw a lot of people at her.
It wasn't backlash. So she had gone to the bathroom when her category was being presented. So she literally had to do a mad dash to the stage, and like I think she was trying to cover up her cooter snacks.
I hope she
with the dress because she was literally like, I've never pissed so fast in my life.
I heard her say that.
Yeah, she went to the bathroom, and then SZA's poor self was on crutches, but still had heels on. Much respect to you, SZA, because if I was on a crutch, I'd be in a sneaker or a flip flop.
She don't want to wear no heels, no damn.
I
I had to
don't.
get on her case. She
I
looked
really
so
don't.
adorable the other night. Y'all got to go to Lauren's page. She got won a GLAAD award the other night.
I did
Lauren
get
for
a GLAAD
executive
award.
producing for
Yeah.
a movie that she did, and she looked so nice. Had on some beautiful heels and everything. She was tall as hell. You know she already tall.
I was.
But at least she had on some heels because you know she'd have had. I
Listen,
would have cussed her.
Listen, you know I get dressed when I have to. I will
need
put
her to
on.
have to more
I will
often.
put on a fit and get dressed when I have to. But child, I will definitely go for a slide or some sneakers. But anyway, another performance though I want to say that I really enjoyed was John Batiste, and he got album of the year.
Yeah.
Yes, he's very eclectic and different, but his performance brought so much joy, and it was almost like peace. It was colorful. It was exciting.
But can I say that he looks very normal for a musician?
What you mean by
I know that sounds stupid, right? But you know how someone be a little extreme. His face, his hair, he looked normal.
He looks normal.
I know that sounds fucked up to say, right? But he looked, and I enjoyed his performance too. He was great, but he looks like a normal person. He really does.
Okay.
As opposed, not like the other people look like aliens.
He's not
nothing.
eclectic, and
well, he
I
was.
I think he's very eclectic. Yeah.
But I like that he looks. Even with him being eccentric or eclectic, his colors and everything, he just looks like a regular guy.
Like his face or his style?
Like his face and his hair.
Okay.
That looks regular. He was over the top with the suit and everything. All that was good.
Yeah.
He danced. But he looked regular. You know how someone be looking a little extreme?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't look extreme. He looked regular.
Okay.
He did. He looked real regular. He looked like he hadn't had the edges done and that. Real regular. Very me.
Who else did we enjoy in the night? I loved Nas's performance. And actually didn't know my uncle was on piano with him, Rob Glasper, who we've had on the show.
That was Uncle Rob. I saw that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Nas. He took it back.
He did.
Oh, he gained weight too. Look at me.
Look, she the weight police. If y'all need the captain of the weight police, right here, Flame
That's
Monroe.
I got fat
right
on y'all.
here,
I had
weight
got
police.
skinny and stuff. Ooh.
Child. But no, Nas gave a great performance. And hers performance was a little different. I love that she had, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis kind of kick it off, and then she had a rock element with, Travis Barker and Lenny Kravitz and kind of closed it out. I will say though, I have much respect for her because she's a real artist. She can play a variety of instruments and she can sing. She's a true artist. I have so much respect for people that they're multi-talented within the music space.
Yeah, I agree.
I have so much respect for that.
I enjoyed her performance, especially when Lenny Kravitz came out. They was getting, I love me a guitar solo. I really do. If you listen to me on Love Lounge, I always play Summer Breeze because I love the guitar solo in that. And Lenny Kravitz cut up. Ooh, Lenny Kravitz cut up.
He did.
We was hoping that his pants busted in the middle like they did.
I was looking at that too. I said his pants between the shoes and the pants. I said, this could be a disaster waiting to happen. But he held it together. I was there.
I was here for it, baby.
It looked great.
I was here for it, baby.
He still looks really great. Yeah.
The plus for the Grammys being such a good show last night was that it took away from all the foolery that happened last week, and now so we can talk about something positive.
But it's snowballing. I don't want to talk about Will anymore, but just people are receiving backlash that are talking negatively about Will.
Well, I never did from day one.
Well, because we mentioned Lenny Kravitz. Zoe Kravitz's career is like. Well, not her career. I shouldn't say that, but you've seen all the backlash that she's been getting for her comments.
Again, like I said last week, some people should not speak on things. There's some people that don't even have the right. Like Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey didn't have the right to say anything. Jim Carrey. That woman committed suicide behind you giving her 4 STDs, one of which she could not get rid of. She wrote the letter. All you got to do is Google it. You shouldn't have nothing to say about that. And I'm not saying that everybody does not have an opinion, but when you living in a glass house and your window panes are real thin, shut the fuck up.
Well, apparently that's the thing because they're calling Zoe Kravitz a pedophile.
Yeah, because she was at the Jaden when he was like 14,
and I had no idea. That's the one thing. Like when you talk, sometimes your business be like, coming to light.
Well, they just remind you of some shit. People bring back old shit that you have done. That's why I'm real public with a lot of my shit. Because y'all, what you gonna do? Tell on me? I already told it. Shit. Yes, it's a safety thing. It
is
just ridiculous that everybody. And I'm sorry. Will is human. I'm not giving Will a pass. I don't promote the violence, but Will is human and shit. That shit happened last week and it's over. It did wonders for Chris Rock's career, though. Let me just say that. It did wonders for his ticket sales and his career.
That's true.
So, yeah.
But circling back to, I wanted to just talk about the fashion really quickly at the Grammys. I think this year, I got to say, Tiffany was my favorite. Our boss was the favorite. Can we just
talk about our boss and my girl, the executive producer? Tiffany looked like an Oscar last night. She was gold.
Yes, she looked regal, beautiful, elegant, and I love the white hair on her. It's a vibe. Yeah, it is really a vibe.
Tiffany has been killing these last 2 award shows. Tiffany showed up and showed the fuck out, and
she said, "This what money look like.
This what fame look like. This what success
looks like." Yes.
Said, ooh, the lady said, when your book coming? When it look what it look like? She said that one ain't coming. But I dare you to prosper. Something. Tiffany is on it, and a lot of y'all don't know. Y'all sleep on Tiffany, but Tiffany is a very bright woman.
Yeah.
Very bright woman.
Yeah. And she looked absolutely gorgeous. She was definitely my favorite of the night in terms of best dress. So
I'm trying to get anybody else have on anything that I liked.
Not for me.
I wasn't even looking at the fashion.
Not
I really want,
me.
and because this is not I'm getting old, y'all. This really is not my music genre. The only song that I actually knew out of all that music that they played last night, outside of Nas doing some of his old stuff, was
Bruno
Mars and Silk Sonic. That was the only song that I knew because that kind of resonates with my demographic age wise. But a lot of the other stuff I did not know, but they got what they did their thing. Scissor's dress was cute. Scissor need a chicken sandwich.
You trying to say she's still skinny?
Not Scissor, Doja Cat. Doja Cat, the one that's skinny. Oh my God.
That body is snatched.
Baby, that thing is tiny.
It's snatched.
I bet you that thing. Oh, let me stop. This ain't Love Now. Anywho.
Well, the last thing I will say on the Grammys that I think that was beautifully done was the In Memoriam tribute. I love that they had.
But they forgot people.
Maybe they just didn't qualify? I don't know.
But look, on the Grammy, on the Emmys, on the Oscars last week, they forgot Bob Saget.
Don't they do it the year before?
Well, no, because Sidney Poitier died. When? December or this year? I want to say January.
Oh, maybe
right?
it was, yeah.
And they put Sidney Poitier in.
Yeah. Well, I'm okay. Well, aside from them forgetting people, I think that the tribute was so beautifully done. I love that it was a 4-part harmony.
Yeah.
I love when there's live singing with the tribute. I mean,
Oh yeah.
you know, it's
I
beautiful.
did not know that was Lamar Odom, the first guy. I didn't realize that was Lamar Odom.
Leslie Odom.
Leslie Odom. That's what I meant to
Yes.
say. He looked so different. I love that he could change his look.
Yes.
I was in a movie with him, but the movie it never came out.
Yeah. Oh.
That was before I met you.
Oh, okay.
I was with him and Goldie Hawn's daughter, Kate Hudson. The movie was untitled. I auditioned, got the part, made the film, got the check, and the film never came out. That's how I met him.
You got the check. That's what's most important.
I did get the check now.
So, but yeah, I think it was beautifully done. Cynthia Erivo's voice is beautiful.
Cynthia Erivo and the little skinny girl in the red dress. First of all, I loved her red gown.
Yeah,
that was beautiful.
That was beautiful. Yes, but it was beautifully done. And
yeah,
it was a good award show.
That was a great 4-part harmony, Lauren. And what I loved about it wasn't nobody trying to oversing nobody. They all were in unison. Yeah, that was great.
They were truly harmonizing together. So
that was, and we needed a good, calm show. And Trevor was cute. Trevor was very
in there,
coy. Oh yeah, and he was real slick with the slap jokes.
Yeah,
but he never mentioned the name. He never even mentioned the word.
It was very
slap.
ambiguous. It was his best interest.
See, he been watching me. He knows how to be coy.
I think some of the writers probably said, "Ooh, let's change this. Let's adjust this so we don't have any problems."
Yeah, I didn't recognize Leslie Odom. He looked different to me, but they sounded great. It was a good show.
Yeah, definitely.
And I saw they had a bunch of queens from Las Vegas there. A bunch of the Coco Montrese was there. A bunch of the girls from RuPaul's Drag Race. Trinity K. Bonet was there. I think they were just like seat fillers, but they were there and all done up. And Coco came in Janet character with her braids. It was nice. It was just really a nice event, and we needed a nice event after some other things that happened. Okay, where we going, Lauren?
Well, I will say too, and I did attend the GLAAD Awards on Saturday. Which
I wasn't invited.
It ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't know. We could talk about it for next year. But the GLAAD Awards was also done very nice. Bob the Drag Queen hosted, and Eureka and Shangela,
and my baby Shangela,
your girl Shangela. Yeah, so it was beautifully done. And also, Michaela J. Rodriguez got the Vanguard Award and gave a beautiful speech, because I didn't know that was actually the same room where she received her Golden Globe.
Oh, that's how baby.
Yeah, so they were saying Andrew Garfield actually presented her with the award.
Oh,
one of the Spider-Men. And he said, let's give her this moment because she didn't get to give her full speech at the Golden Globe. So she gave a beautiful acceptance speech. And just overall, it was a really good award show. And like you said, I got a special recognition award from GLAAD too, and they need to send me my trophy.
What does GLAAD stand for?
Oh, don't put me on the spot. I don't know.
It's Gay Lesbian Alliance something. I don't know. Y'all tell me.
Don't put me on the spot. I was like, I don't know.
I'll never know none of that. The only acronym I know is EBT and AARP. Shit.
But just saying all that to say, yeah, like award show season is officially back and in full effect, and it's nice. You know what I mean? And I feel like we all need that outlet and to acknowledge and recognize those special people in their various industries.
But Quan, Lauren was saying that she don't want to be recognized as MJ Rodriguez anymore.
Yeah, I got that tidbit while I was there. It's no longer MJ Rodriguez, it's Michaela J.
Yeah,
so we are going to respect Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation. Thank you, Bobby Clifford. Shout out to GLAAD.
Thank you, Bobby.
Thank y'all so much.
I don't know. Gary, don't ask me nothing.
Acronyms, woo, too many in my brain.
Baby, it's NO. That's an acronym. No.
So are we switching into politics? We're going to get into the heavy stuff a little bit.
They've been handing me my ass that I'm not doing no politics. So let's do politics, honey.
Well, today is the day that we will find out if the Honorable Ketanji Brown Jackson is going to get confirmed.
And which would be a great day to happen, because this is also, it's not the anniversary, but it is the death of Dr. Martin Luther King. They assassinated Dr. Martin Luther King on this day 54 years ago.
Yeah. So
on this day at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee.
And you know what? I saw the comments today from Ted Cruz. He was talking about, if she gets appointed to this position, I think she'll be the most radical judge we've ever had. She's a far leftist and just spewing his usual crap.
This coming from somebody who is completely idiotic, who ran away from his state when they got up underwater. He was going to help his daughters. Nigga, if you don't knock it off.
No, not help his daughters. He was escaping to Mexico for a vacation because he didn't want to be in the flood.
Oh no, but his line was he had to go take a suitcase to the daughters or something. It was some script he ran.
Right. He didn't want to be a part of all of that. But I've seen comments about him. Oh, did you see what the Washington Blade ran on Lindsey Graham?
No, please tell it.
They ran an April Fool's joke on Thursday of last week, and it says it's a big old picture of Lindsey Graham, and the headline says, "Yep, I'm gay."
That wasn't for April Fools.
That's what everybody was saying.
April Fools was
But
on
it was
Friday,
so
they ran it on Thursday.
Oh my gosh, I cracked up. I thought that was hilarious.
It wasn't. It was true. Well, I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah.
I ain't never been with him, but I know plenty of boys that I know.
Oh Lord.
In a different capacity.
So, but anyway, back to our good sis and Black Girl Magic. But yes, she's supposed to be confirmed today. There might be a bit of a delay because there's one senator from California. I can't remember his name. His flight's delayed, and they're trying to get him in so that the way they can actually hold the vote today. So, all I'm gonna say is they better confirm my good sis. She's the most qualified person out of everybody. Any justice that's currently sitting on the Supreme Court, she is more qualified than they are. So, the fact that her qualifications have come into question, she's been, attacked for critical race theory and to ask what's the definition of a woman and, just...
I thought that was ridiculous.
The level of ignorance and the level of the insecurities that's coming out of these white Republicans is baffling. And I really have to commend, Ketanji Brown Jackson for holding her composure throughout all of this. Because I really would have, if it were me, I really would have cussed them out.
Trust me, she would have.
They would have gotten cussed out. It is, and I understand too, because it's no different. I remember when people wanted Michelle Obama to run for politics, and Barack was like, "Michelle ain't got the mouth for this." He was saying she would cuss everybody out.
Yeah.
She can't control her mouth because
she's Southside Chicago, baby.
Right.
Very good, Michelle. Very good.
Because the level of stupidity for some of these senators, and then the first thing you'll say, "Oh gosh, angry Black woman." Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's just
the word traumatized has been used this last week more than we've ever heard it before. That was traumatizing to watch Ketanji Brown Jackson sit there for 4 days,
like that.
4 days for 12 hours in front of her mother and father, her children, her husband, and the rest of the world, her best friends, and they just tried to pick this woman apart it had no weight. A lot of it was just fictitious shit that they could come up with off the top of their head to make her look bad. Y'all try to even go after her about some sexual crimes when y'all put Kavanaugh on he's a fucking judge now on the Supreme Court who was accused of sexual misappropriation. So
Well, let's talk about people not really being qualified because Amy Coney Barrett has no reason to be sitting on
that's
as a
nappy
justice.
Hair broad. Yeah.
That's who?
The nappy hair broad. Because she didn't never condition her hair.
Oh, it looked dry. Dry
as desert toast. Good God.
So, but anyway, I just, for their sake and almost saying for the country's sake, I really hope that they confirm her. Because it's going to be something if she doesn't get confirmed.
She needs to be confirmed. And Clarence Thomas needs to be removed because his wife.
Oh, Jenny Thomas. Yes. Ooh, let's talk about it.
Was pushing the narrative on January 6th for
she
them
texted Mark Meadows.
Yes, she did. Don't turn it over. Fan the votes. She was all. So had that been anybody else, they would have flipped that.
Oh yeah, well the thing is, they're saying that he needs to recuse himself from any cases pertaining to January 6th, but apparently he doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to do that.
Well, when he was in the hospital,
Don't go to hell today. Don't go to hell today. At least not publicly.
Erase that, Aaron. Erase that because I want to say it. Shit.
But no, you're absolutely right. Jenny Thomas was a part of. The insurrectionists just via text.
That should have traumatized you. The insurrection. Shit.
Exactly. Exactly.
And, well, we talking about stupid politicians. Let's go to Alaska.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even see this report, but you told me about this earlier. Sarah Pailin.
So Sarah Pailin, apparently a congressman died recently, and so she's trying to get the seat. Somebody from Alaska, and so she's trying to get the seat. Y'all know y'all need to y'all know got to do better, Alaska. This is the same woman who pushed say no and don't do this and went after went after Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, and her daughter got 5 kids and 5 baby daddies. So yeah,
right.
So how you gonna push anything? And you was an idiot when Barack came out that next day and said, if you put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig. It was wonderful.
Yeah, I didn't even know that she was trying to run again, but peace and blessings to her. She's got a lot of family drama, and she was in Alaska spreading COVID. You saw that? She was testing positive and going places and she was spreading COVID. But y'all want her to be your, what is she running from, Congresswoman?
She's running for Congress.
Oh, peace and blessings to y'all, Alaska. Protect yourselves.
Look at me making a phone call online.
I guess we're going to edit this out?
And we're going to edit this part out.
Okay.
Because Timmy is getting on my nerve.
Oh, you can hear him barking?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
They will not do anything. Jenny Thomas, child, a mess.
I will say Saturday Night Live, there's
Please
skits.
put Timmy up. All this noise. We getting all the feedback. Okay.
So I will say Saturday Night Live did a fantastic job of some of their commentary or some of their skits regarding.
It's over there.
Y'all
I'm falling apart over here, y'all.
She done flicked the thing. I can't even reach it. Where is it?
She got them long arms. She can reach. Oh, I didn't watch Saturday Night Live, but I heard they cut up with the whole Will Smith.
They did a Will Smith one. They did it from a perspective of a seat filler, what that looked like. But then they also did a skit about Clarence and Jenny Thomas. It was really good.
I'm going to have to go back and watch it. Because Michael Chi wrote that, right?
Oh, I don't know who wrote it, but it was funny. The Jenny Thomas and Clarence Thomas skit was hilarious, as well as the one where they impersonated Will Smith and showed it from this perspective of a seat filler. It was hilarious.
How long? You know what? You know what I'm not gonna let them do on my watch with Will Smith. You're not going to destroy this man's entire 35-year career because of one mistake.
Well, you saw that's happening, right? Netflix and Sony have halted all his projects and
just halted it. They ain't ended it. They just halted it. It's just hot right now. As soon as we stop talking about it and it dies out, that shit gonna be back up, and people go just like it flipped. Chris Rock's career, his ticket sales went up. Will Smith's movie sales will go up. But
he's on tour with Kevin Hart, which I didn't know that.
Well, that don't kick off, I think, until June.
Oh,
that's the Rock Hard tour.
Yeah, so I didn't even know they was going on tour together. So that was to my surprise. But
anyway. I did watch the Jared Carmichael HBO special. It was really good, and he came out. It's getting real crowded in the closet. Come on out the closet, baby. The closet getting.
Is he the one that did the special where he was at the Blue Note?
Yes.
That was good.
Yeah, it was very good.
He was very vulnerable.
And he was, you know what I liked about it? It wasn't stand up to me.
It was a conversation.
It was a conversation.
Yes.
That's what I loved about it. It was a conversation.
It was but he was telling a lot of truths that were funny and some that were like, damn, it was deep.
I think I'm going to come out on my special.
Come out as what?
Security, I'm being attacked by Lauren, y'all. I'm going to come out on my special, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all, listen, we need to make sure we vote. Let me tell you something. November will be here before we know it. This is definitely a primary year.
Yeah.
So we got to, and because we had the vote today, Democratic wise.
But, okay, so if we're going to talk about this, let's talk about it.
Who we got?
I don't know. I've seen polls. I'm a news junkie. It seems as though, although Democrats are trending horribly, so are Republicans. I think at one point people are going to start just voting how they feel and calling it a day, or just not voting at all. That's what I really foresee happening, is people not voting at all. And that's where the problem's going to be. But both Republicans and Democrats are not trending well right now.
Well, I think people are tired of the Republicans lying to us in our faces.
I'm tired of their bigotry and the racism. And because I think what the Republicans fail to realize, these Gen Z millennials, they something different. They vote, they speak their mind, and they want to be different. And for the record, I am not Gen Z. I am Gen Y. Just throwing that out there because,
you do also know that Z is the last letter of the alphabet. So after we run out of Z, reset.
It's nothing negative to them. I think that it's great that they're so aware and so informed and educated. But I think Republicans underestimated their influence. Child, she was finally laying down.
Leave Sky alone. Let's Sky. We got guests in the house today, y'all. We got Sky. Well, I do like that they're verbal, and I'm hoping we make some change because the world just seems to be going backwards to me. It really seems to be going backwards and like in a handbasket. Because did we talk about the whole sports thing
What sports thing?
with Leah Thompson. We talked about that 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so when we're talking about this, I ain't mean to get off topic, but my mind is racing now. When Lauren brought this up, I want to talk about Brittany Griner because now they're saying that they're going to give her even more time, or she has to stay even longer because they haven't worked out whatever kinks they need to work out.
Oh, they're using her as a pawn at this point.
You said that, Lauren, a couple of weeks ago, and I heard you when you said it, but now it looked like it's just unfolding in front of our eyes because they talk about she can get up to 10 years.
Yeah, they've been saying that, and if you look at it, she went to court, and they were supposed to present the evidence, and they said that they needed more time, so she has to spend another 3 months in jail in Russia before she can go before the court again. But I always knew, and I said some didn't add up. It just didn't sit right with me because it took so long for us to hear about it. So it sounded to me, and conspiracy theory or not, it really felt like they were trying to figure out what the narrative was. Them meaning Russia. They were trying to figure out what the narrative behind her charges were, so that way they could keep her. And then Putin knew he was going to start the Ukrainian war, or the war against Ukraine. He's failing miserably. And so you got a high-profile American at this point in your custody. I'm going to use that as leverage because Joe Biden's making all these statements. NATO is like, in terms of, their involvement in all of this. And that's leverage for Putin.
Well, what you just said about Brittany Griner and what did you just say? You just said a statement. I wanted to embark on it. Damn it, I can't remember.
That she's leverage?
That too, but the fact
the charges,
and we don't know the situation. Oh, that's what I was going to say. What we don't know, because I was in county jail here in the United States, and it was not horrible. It was bad, but it was. And they talking about over in Russia that sometimes they make them stand up for 23 hours a day. They make them stay in the light.
Torture.
Imagine an LED light in your face all fucking day. You could lose your vision behind that. All kind of torture. They make them hold stuff, and we don't know what kind of torturous regime she's up under. That's that's the ugliest part, because we don't know what kind of situation she's in.
And I did read something though, that when she went into court, they did a wellness check, and she seems to be okay, but okay physically is not okay mentally,
right?
Right. So you don't know what's happening to her mental psyche, that she's being.
And then if she says anything, because nobody can protect her, if she tell on them, it could get worse.
Yeah.
It is scary, y'all, to think that. So y'all make sure y'all send out some prayers for Brittany Griner, because and before y'all get to why was she over there? She was always going over there.
She was playing basketball and trying to secure her future. She was making more. You make more money in Russia than you do in the United States playing basketball, and she's done it for the past, I think, 7 years. She goes to Russia and
Orange Man.
Be compassionate to her circumstances, because you don't know what that's like. And for her family, I see her wife, post things on Instagram thanking people for the support, but you can't talk to your loved one.
Yeah, she can't. They probably don't even let her talk to nobody, because and if they do, if she is talking to them, they listen to the whole conversation. So she won't be able to tell us what actually happened to her until she is back on American soil and safe.
Yeah,
it's very scary. It's very scary, y'all. Don't go to Russia no time soon, please. And you said the Putin is losing, but according to the news, Putin is not. It's not going as smoothly as he wanted. But there's so many dead people over there, Lauren.
But the people, according to the news, again, I'm not in Ukraine. I don't know I'm not on the ground, but apparently it's the Russian soldiers that are dying. It's not. It's the Ukrainians, but the Russian soldiers are dying in larger numbers, is what I've seen. Like 15,000 Russian soldiers died in a month. 15,000.
Did you see the post, Lauren? They say if the black soldiers from the United States go over there, they have to be bombarded with being called the N-word by the Ukrainians, not by the Russians, but by the Ukrainians.
Oh yeah, the Ukrainian government and officials. Those are the same people that was pulling the black kids off the trains and letting the white kids go on.
You think I'm gonna go fight for your country and you gonna call me a nigga and I'm gonna fight for you? I'm gonna shoot you. Shit. I'm gonna say, I thought you was Russian. Look at my face.
So, we're still sending prayers, and I think too, award shows, they're back. Like I said, they're doing beautiful tributes to Ukraine and trying to get funding. I love that, we're really uniting behind this cause, but still, people still got time to be racist. So, but that's just the way of the world at this point. So, but anyway.
We're going to be reset. God going to bring the sun closer to earth and burn all our asses up and just start over. First time it was water, this time it's going to be fire. I said it.
But staying in the lane of politics, though, I do have to give Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, too, some credit. They finally.
Hold on, wait a minute. This is a historic moment. Say that again. You got to give who credit?
I got to give Joe and Kamala some credit because after 80 attempts, and it feels like 200 years later, we finally passed the Emmett Till anti-lynching bill.
Yes, God. Thank you,
After
Jesus.
80 attempts. I don't know how many years it's been. I said 200 because it feels like it's been a long time, but 80 attempts. Lynching is finally a federal hate crime in the United States.
Thank God for Jesus. Sorry, Marjorie, I said that the other night on Laugh and Learn. What? That I wouldn't be surprised if Trump tries to negotiate to get Brittany Griner back over here to make himself look good in the media.
We're not talking about him. Get
but
over him.
We would know that it was an overplay for the underplay. That's called the okie doke move. We too smart for that now.
Yeah. So but kudos. I gotta give them kudos. They finally did something for Black people. So kudos to Joe and Kamala. And I love that, Joe had a very public, ceremony to, culminate the occasion, whether it might have been, to improve his approval rating or whatever it is. But it was a very historical moment. It finally passed. And Kamala Harris was actually the one that wrote the original bill. So that's why we really got to give kudos to her. This was her doing that. She pushed and pushed and pushed, and it finally happened. Well, so kudos to them.
Good for both of them. I'm happy for the Democratic Party finally doing something for African Americans. Not even just Americans.
Disabled if you call them African American.
Everybody offended by everything. Everybody traumatized by everything. You American. Yeah. You live in America. You born in America. You American. You ain't no color. Because there ain't no color in none of us. Ain't no one. Everybody got a little mixture. Baby, let me tell you something. Everybody was getting them a little taste. The Black Girl Magic ain't just started. It started when they caught the first Kizzy. Shit. Black Girl Magic been going on long. Everybody had a little Black Girl Magic. The Puerto Ricans, the Mexicans, the Copastanians, everybody. The Australian. Everybody had a little taste of the Black Girl Magic.
Let's slide into our last topic, and then we can bring in two flameheads to kind of hear some commentary. But I got to talk about our beautiful governor, Gavin Newsom.
He is a good-looking white man.
He's good-looking,
good-looking white man.
And I feel like he's trying to run for president. I really do. All the things that he's doing, he's made California a sanctuary asylum for those that are seeking abortions. He gave Manhattan Beach back to its rightful Black owners. He's
giving out checks for reparations.
And that's what we got to highlight too. Our governor, California, assembled a task force of 9 people, all Black people, 9 Black folks, to determine how reparations should be distributed in the state of California. And I got to give him credit because they came to a decision that reparations would be provided to people in the state of California if your ancestors were either slaves or recently freed within the 19th century or before, or I should say up to the 19th century, if I have my facts correct. So people were outraged, like all Black people should get reparations. But this was a decision made by 9 educated, basically Black historians about what the qualifications should be. So because that was the parameter, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with that decision. They might have limited the scope to kind of pinpoint more so who should really be getting this money, but they did it. And it happened quick. It didn't take 80 attempts. Ooh. They assembled it in, I think, 6 months. And by month 8, we had a resolution. I don't even think it took 8 months. So shout out to our governor, Gavin Newsom, because he is it.
Since Lauren didn't open the door, let me just step in. I don't need nobody coming and telling me now you Black and you identify as Black because you got 1 drop of Black blood. You're not getting a check. It has to be Jack Brown, Black great-grandfather.
Well, they're going to trace your lineage to see if you qualify. It's not just like you can pop up and be like, I'm Black.
What was the lady's name that was at the NAACP? She kept saying she was Black. Remember her? A couple of years ago.
Rachel Doza.
Doja, you're not getting the check, girl.
Not Doja. No, not Doja Cat. This is Rachel.
Wasn't it Rachel Dozier? Doza. Okay.
I think that's her last name.
Girl, you're not getting the check.
Well, we know she's not Black though. She's white and she portrays herself
all
being
these
Black.
People out here who got suntan, talking something. Oh, I'm brown. You're not getting a check. Hi, James.
But yeah. So shout out to our governor. Very proud to live in the state of California. Because honestly, it's like California is the safest state to live in. All of the crazy legislation that's going on.
It's expensive shit.
Oh, that's true.
Well, not New York. It's not expensive.
I think we're like in the top 3. It's like New York, Miami, and LA. I think we're the 3. And then Atlanta is like trying to creep up in there. But anyway, saying all that to say, shout out to our governor. he is doing it. He is the I and the T and all of the above. And he's really taking care of us. And I appreciate it. He's also Nancy Pelosi's nephew. So period.
So you already know
Nancy's
he got kudos
Flame's
for me.
girl.
That's
Flame
my
loves.
That's my woman, baby.
So
we gonna share diapers and everything.
Oh, that's so nasty. Oh, I just got a visual. Ooh. But anyway,
I'm gonna let her use it for the first part. I use it for the second part.
That's nasty.
I love Nancy Pelosi. Y'all know that already. But I was always Team Gavin Newsom. Even when they was on that whole recall thing, I was like, I am not recalling my governor. I like my governor. I voted for him. And I will vote for him again.
Exactly, not at all.
Because he was good looking.
He surely was. Who do we want to invite today? I love that we had a new guest last week.
I
feel like
liked her.
we should be more inclusive. So send us
See,
some
she went
flames.
to the GLAAD Awards. Now she want to be all inclusive and shit. You see it?
It was actually, can I tell you too, being at the GLAAD Awards, I was really like, ooh, let me be careful what I say. Because, everybody's so particular about their pronouns and how they want to be identified. And if you say the wrong things, people will attack you.
Were they pleasant to you, though? Was everybody pleasant to you?
Yeah, everybody was pleasant, but I was still concerned. And, actually, the whole cast of Harlem was there, too. So Megan Good was there because they were nominated for a category, too. So,
okay.
Yeah, it was actually really nice. But, yeah, I was a little...
When you won?
No, I went backstage and took photos.
Oh, you look really cute, Lauren.
Thank you.
Bring on Jan. Bring on Jan. Bring on Charlie. I don't know where we going.
We just gonna bring on y'all gonna wrap up the show because listen, Flame needs to go be a parent, and I need to go talk to my lender. So, hey, TG Jan.
Hey, I need to see you dressed, but I've seen you dressed up before.
Oh, I'll DM you the photo.
Oh, she looked really cute. She looked really cute.
Oh wait, hold on. Here, I'll do you one better. We'll do it in the middle of the show. Ready?
Oh my God.
Okay. Yeah.
Since you asked, TT Jan. No, because Flame be playing me like I don't know how to get dressed when I need to get dressed.
No, that is not true at all. I know she know how to dress up.
When it's important,
she just don't like to dress up.
When it's important, I will get dressed.
Look at the shoes.
Yeah. Ooh.
Can you see?
Oh,
Can you
too
see?
cute.
And the pants.
Oh my God.
Of course, the pants are high end design. I'm like, girl, those pants are cute. Where you get those from, Ross?
No, we had some. Well, actually, I got them at a discount because I was in the outlet in Florida. But they were Balenciaga pants. So yes,
good for you.
But I got a discount.
They still wasn't giving them away at the outlet either, though. But good that you took. They were giving them.
No, it was at the Florida little Sawgrass outlet that I be going to because Flame talks crap about me because I need to go do retail therapy. So it's discount prices. We love to see it.
Right, I get it, but the outlet malls, they know what draws people there, and they don't give away nothing free.
Well, that's true. That's very true.
Jan, did you watch the awards?
I did watch the awards, and I thought SZA looked stunning. I liked her first outfit. I thought that was stunning. I like Sweetie's second change.
Yeah, I liked the gold dress. I didn't like the purple. It didn't really do it for me. But the gold dress with her hair, she almost looked like a different version of Tiffany, if we're going to be honest.
Right.
It was kind of giving that.
Tiffany was definitely beat and beautiful as the guy.
Tiffany got best dressed last night. But can we talk?
Makeup.
Oh, her beat was beautiful.
Yeah, she does her own makeup.
Oh, she could be a makeup artist. Her eye makeup was beautiful. Oh, I kept looking at it.
Yeah.
The lines were perfect. My line's always crooked.
You know what? Somebody also just put in the comments about Lady Gaga. I have to tell you, I like her because she's not a typical artist right now. And I know she's, a part of the older group, if we want to say that. But she really reminds me of like the 1950s singers who don't necessarily belt, but they give you like charisma and, not melodic sounds, but, just like vibrato. Like she almost reminds me of like a white version of like a Lena Horne. She's very beautiful, very regal, but she doesn't, she's not a, you know what I'm trying to say?
But whatever she's doing with that vintage glam, it's
beautiful.
It works for her.
Yeah.
At least the bitch ain't wearing bologna no more because she was wearing bologna sandwiches and shit.
Yeah, there was Born This Way. Gaga wasn't as much of a fan, but this Gaga I really love. Yeah, I
really do enjoy.
Not Phyllis Hyman. Phyllis Hyman could sing her ass off. No, she's not the same.
No, Phyllis's voice was rich,
ridiculous. But anyway, continue. Sorry,
I thought The people in the chairs, I thought, did a good job. I was glad to see that Laverne didn't do any off-centered jokes or attempt
I
to
didn't even
do
see
any.
her.
I saw her.
She,
I wasn't that crazy about her outfit last night, for real. I wasn't.
oh,
I didn't even
I
see her.
hated Laverne's outfit.
I'm
Oh
glad
my
you said it,
God.
Jan, because I didn't want to say
Oh my
it.
God, it made me almost throw up in my mouth. It was, yeah, I didn't like
And
that.
her stuff usually be kind of cute, but I really didn't care
Yes.
for what she had on last night.
And
I
I'm
didn't
not
see it.
sure what she was doing with the purple hair, but it's okay. I mean, it just didn't suit my palate at all.
It's times like this where who I really miss?
Who?
Joan Rivers.
Oh my God,
Oh
And
yeah.
my
Fashion
God.
Police.
Because she would not play
I
no
would
games with y'all.
live for Joan Rivers, especially during
Yes.
award season.
No.
She is so
Shanda,
deeply
she
missed.
didn't look a mess. I'm gonna tell you who the mess was. That pink Pepto-Bismol bottle. Good God,
Yes.
Billy Porter.
baby. Oh my God. OMGG emojis. And they told me that's a fashionista. I'm like, that shit looked a fool.
Well,
So, TG
in
Jan,
his mind.
other than the Grammys, what do you think in terms of Honorable Ketanji Brown Jackson? What are your thoughts?
They better confirm her.
Mm-hmm.
There's nobody with any more credentials than her. You know what I mean?
Period. Yeah.
I mean, sitting judges. You know what? And it just goes to show you really how hard our parents and us have to work at possibly being nominated or acknowledged. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Your life, that's a long freaking time. You know what I mean? And her temperament, I love. I love that she is just a brown girl. I love the way her husband has wept openly. There's nobody more qualified than she.
I hear you.
You know how many black people have lost jobs for being overly qualified though? You ever heard that before, that you overqualified? Not Ketanji Brown. Not saying that that's
you're
going to
right
happen.
though.
But they have said that you're overqualified. But you can't tell me that she's overqualified when you
No.
let Clarence Thomas sit his dumb ass in this seat, and his wife
Amy
has
Coney
pushed
Barrett.
this insurrection. And y'all
No.
got the documentation of it. Y'all got the public record of it, the text and everything. And she going on talking, oh, I don't know what she does in her life, and she don't know what I do in mine. That's bullshit. That is bullshit.
That's doubly BS. But he has history. He was a St. Louis boy. He ran the EEOC here. And there have been, God knows how many complaints, sexual harassment complaints filed against him during his stint here, as well as his first marriage that was sealed. But it's amazing to me how he can say that. But she's definitely running. She came up with that. That's BS.
Well, it's some I'm just gonna say it's some beautiful white women out here. I don't know what she looked like in her youth, but she sure the hell didn't age well.
No, she looked like what she looks like.
We're gonna be honest here. White women don't tend to age well.
That's not true for all of them. It's some still
I
bad
said
white.
10.
Oh, okay.
10, not all.
Yeah. Right. Right.
They tend not to age well. There are some anomalies
Well,
like
she
the
better have been Pamela
Suzanne
Anderson
Summers.
in her youth, because right now she giving me woo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the balls, the moxie to all this, she won't get somewhere and sit down. She won't stop.
Well, there's nothing going to happen.
She thinks she's entitled.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's going to happen.
She's like, my husband sit on the Supreme Court.
It's like Marjorie Taylor Greene. Now they're talking about taking her away because they found out, because now she has a big hand in Disney, and now Disney is doing all this stuff with the gay stuff, and she has a big stock in that. Right. They need to remove her anyway. Now that's traumatic. She's a traumatic bitch. Let me just say.
And Ron DeSantis is going after Bob Chapek like real hard about this whole thing. So, did you know that Disney had their own fire department, security, and like water and power? Like they have their own whole system, like their own little society.
Disney
I found that out today. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that, but they have like a residential part of the park that.
Yeah, it's like a compound. is the best way to describe it. Yeah, I saw the layout today, and it had all the different images on the ledger of what they have. I said, this is a little mini society that y'all got over here.
Right. And I'll tell you, once you start doing things like that and you start getting in bed with all these politicians and lobbyists, that's what happens. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's what happens. So you got a hot mess. And you're supposed to be the most feel-good place on the face of the earth.
Uh-huh. What you doing when they win the Super Bowl? What are you doing? I'm going to Disney World. Not me. I'm going to the barbecue spot and go home and get my beer.
Right. You know, I certainly wouldn't say I'm going to Disney. I certainly would not show my family at Disney. I wouldn't do it. Inclusive. Yes.
I feel that. Because I have to say, I feel some type of way. I have 2 friends that work at Disney first and foremost, so I'll be trying to be messy and get the inside scoop from them. But also, too, I like going to Disneyland in LA, not in Florida, but Disneyland in Anaheim is fun. I was like, dang, can y'all get it together so I can still go?
Right. You know, and I'm more partial to Disney in Florida. And I don't even know why.
I just don't like Florida, to be honest. I mean, I like to do some shopping there, but it's like a get in and get out. I don't like Florida. So
no, but I guess I should also say, if you're taking your pimp to Florida for that reason, you're not doing anything else.
Is this a subliminal Zola reference or?
No, that's my son, who when I was taken to Disney, all he was allowing me to do is to get up, eat breakfast, and head to one of the parks. So you know. There was nothing else I did.
Oh, okay. But that. Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, we want to celebrate if Ketanji Brown Jackson go ahead and they appoint her.
They better. I'm telling you, it's gonna be fights in the streets
if
they don't.
If they don't, it is just ridiculous. And I need the Democrats to really step up and step out.
I need our senator or whoever it is, the congressman from California, to get there because that's what they're waiting on.
Right, so they are.
Because his flight was canceled.
Well, he better not be on Southwest because they canceled flights for the last 2 weeks. Help between Southwest and Spirit. Good God. It's
Well, I'm going to be traumatized.
Okay.
Along with a lot of other people. And I just, as much as they want to mess this up, they can't mess this up. As much as the Republicans want to mess this up, I mean, people who are pulling out with her votes are saying, I'm not going to vote for her, but I know she's going to be confirmed. You know, don't send a cushy landing for your constituents.
Well, I think that's a good point to make, too, because she actually does have bipartisan support. Hell, George Bush loves her. Okay. Mm-hmm. And mind you, George Bush has kind of evolved over the years. You know, people forget he was a horrible president because him and Michelle are cool. But it's okay. Those, you know, the senator from Collins from Maine, you know, the Mitt Romneys, like those that kind of can teeter on some issues. I think she's going to get Republican votes. The ones that aren't going to.
Susan Collins, I'm sorry, did say that she was going to vote for her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those Republicans that kind of have a moral conscience, I feel like are going to vote for her. It's the Lindsey Grahams and the Ted Cruzes and it's them.
The incompetent old white men.
The stupid ones aren't going to vote for her.
Who can't do their jobs properly, so they're going to get mad when somebody else can come in and do not only their job, but their job.
Exactly. You know. So she's like we said, she's going to get confirmed. Positive vibes in the air. And, you know, more praises and blessings to her, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I know that I could have easily been triggered. First of all, I already know I would have never made it that far. But when that woman asked me a definition for a woman, I would have had to send her to the ladies' room to check her panties and come back and you tell me. But you know, they were all good questions, but not good questions. They were not questions for me.
Well, that's a good point to make because she said she said in a very grammatically correct and very professional way, I'm not answering questions that don't pertain to me being a judge. So giving you a definition of a woman, it does not pertain to me sitting on this court and being a judge. Giving you a definition of what I think of critical race theory does not affect me being a judge.
No.
You asking me about curriculum for a school of a board that I sit on does not pertain to any cases that I'm going to see being a judge. So I respectfully decline to answer. That's basically what she said in a nutshell.
Right. She had to line them up and smack them around, down their little pink faces. It was just crazy. Yeah. So, I hate that you guys, this person can't get there, but he gotta do what he gotta do. But I want them to come on, because I woke up, counting down days every day till we could get this confirmation. You know what I mean? Let's get it done.
I love that she shows strength as a Black woman, as a woman, period, but as a Black woman.
It was the facial expressions for me.
She did make a facial expression, and I saw a couple of times where I was waiting on Brenda or Keisha to jump out. Ooh, but she realized what was at stake. There was a bigger fish to fry. And losing her composure, losing her mannerisms, going off, getting angry. I love that she breathed. She was patient before she spoke, so she made sure that it came out clearly. But all this was done in front of her mother and father, in front of her children and her husband. And all these people telling some y'all was traumatized about a slap. Knock it the fuck off. Ketanji Brown Jackson, I love you, girl. I watched
we're gonna see you get confirmed.
And I watched you to learn from you, because I will be up under the hot seat one day, and I'm gonna have to remember, breathe, flame, pull a KBJ on.
She's already given us, because she showed us how to maintain our temperament.
Yeah, because you know what I said.
You're right,
bitch. Who you talking to?
That's why you're a comedian, not a politician. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
A good manager, because I would have been like you.
I think I would have just balled my face up and looked at her like.
What? But that's what she did. She went like this.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, what are you saying to me?
No, I can't. I was like, ooh, that was good, because
yes, and you know what? How poetic of her, how graceful of her.
Yeah.
Because she knew that they were trying to trigger her. You know what I mean? She knew that.
That's also a great point, Jan, to let them know, because they kept saying, Black people been set back because of the whole debacle at the Oscars. Black people wasn't set back.
That's people saying that are ignorant, and I need you to go do some research.
They showed two A-list Black actors and comedians on the same level in Hollywood. One went at it one way, and the other handled it another way. That we are not all the same people, honey. Will Smith didn't embarrass me. Will Smith did that. Chris Rock didn't embarrass me. Chris Rock did that. Nobody speaks for me but me. Just like with the community, I don't speak for the whole community. I speak for me. We gotta stop taking on how we look in front of somebody else. How do you look to yourself in the mirror?
Yeah. Right. Well, TT Jan, we appreciate you as always. Okay, so thank you.
Guys. Love you.
Thank you, Jan.
Bye now.
Lauren rushed you out for they're gonna cut us 13th, and at the DC Comedy Loft. Get your tickets. They're gonna be $100, but we're gonna have the best time. Wear cute shoes, but bring comfortable shoes. We playing cards. We doing musical chairs. We doing the Soul Train line. We doing all of that. We're gonna have Love Lounge lovelies, glasses, fans, t-shirts, all that. But it's my birthday. We'll have a good time.
And I gotta say shout out to all the Flameheads too, and everybody that's watching the show. You guys have been listening to the audio more, which we appreciate, and also to the YouTube videos up. And y'all was in them comments this week. We got like a lot of comments.
We hear you about the volume, so we're going to
and the audio. We're getting stuff fixed.
We're going to get on the producer about the audio being louder. So thank you guys. The show would not be successful without you. We got 25 seconds. You can catch me at Monroe Flame on Instagram or on Facebook at Marcus Flame Monroe Parker or YouTube under Flame Monroe. But please download the audio on the iHeart under the Black Effect Network for Laugh and Learn.
And you can find me on Instagram at Lauren Amani H, or on YouTube. I am Lauren Hogan. I literally upload all the videos for Laugh and Learn. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you next week.
Wait a minute, because I said Laugh and Learn, bye. We can't get our message out. Oh. Don't miss an episode of Laugh and Learn. Listen and subscribe on the Black Effect Podcast Network, iHeartRadio app, or wherever you get your podcasts. Laugh and Learn Podcast is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network and iHeartRadio. Our executive producer is Tiffany Haddish. Our theme music is by the one and only Chrissy Payne. Thank you, guys. This is Flame Monroe. Don't forget to laugh, listen, and learn.